sounds of nature made for a perfect morning. But then, Raymond froze. A deep, guttural sound echoed through the forest, something he had never heard in all his years outdoors. It reverberated unnaturally through the trees, as if the very woods were amplifying it. His wife, visibly shaken, grabbed his arm and whispered, "We need to leave now." His grandson, who had moved closer, wore the same look of fear. Raymond kept recording, his instincts telling him that this sound needed to be documented. As they stood in silence, the heavy snapping of branches and the crunching of undergrowth echoed closer. Whatever was making those noises was moving through the forest with immense force, but it remained unseen. His wife pulled on his arm harder now, desperate to leave. Raymond agreed. They quickly began making their way back toward the vehicle, the sound of strange howls and heavy footsteps seeming to follow them. It stayed just out of sight, but close enough to keep their fear growing. Once inside their car, they wasted no time driving away. Later that evening, Raymond played the recording back. Hearing it again sent chills down his spine. It was unlike anything he had ever encountered in the wilderness. Not a wolf's howl, not a bear's growl, and certainly not any animal sound he could recognize. The recording gained attention quickly, racking up views and sparking debate among wildlife experts, scientists, and the public. Yet no one could provide a definitive answer. The Ontario Ministry of Resources and Forestry even launched an investigation, but their findings were inconclusive. Officials suggested it might be a large mammal, possibly a wolf, though they admitted the sound did not match typical wolf vocalizations. What made the incident even stranger was the location. This was a familiar hunting spot, rich with wildlife like black bears, elk, and wolves, animals whose sounds Raymond knew well. Yet, in all their years hunting there, they had never heard anything remotely like this. Some have turned to local folklore for answers. According to Algonquin Native American legends, a creature called the Wendigo roamed these northern forests. Described as a massive, skeletal being, the Wendigo was said to mimic sounds and voices to lure its prey. The Algonquin tribes even blamed unexplained disappearances in the woods on this creature, and historical records show that many people have vanished without a trace in these regions. Though Raymond has never claimed the sound came from a Wendigo, or any creature for that matter, he remains adamant that in all his decades of hunting, he has never heard anything like it. To this day, the recording remains a chilling mystery, unexplained and unforgettable. Like a massive shape move across the road just ahead. Sarah's husband, who was driving, immediately slowed down and scanned the area, but whatever